So, like I said before, if you don't know the vibes, get into the vibes. It is ew. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ashya Shanell here, and I'm back with another video. Today we have a wig video. So here I am just showing you what I use to bleach my knots. I have the basic Claro basic white bleach with, I believe I use 40 volume developer, and whisked it around. Did I say that right? Whisk, you know what I'm trying to say. Whisking it around until it is not runny, but it doesn't fall off the brush. By now you guys should have probably seen the video on this, but I'm just showing you step by step how I make my wigs. This one here is a closure wig. I usually do frontal wigs, but this one was for a friend. If you are wondering where this hair is from, it is actually my hairline that I am coming out with, so stay tuned. I will be showing you different videos of me doing them. They will be on my website soon. So here I am just setting my alarm for 15 minutes so that can sit, and I will show you what it looks like when I wash it out. So this is the hair after 15 minutes. As you can see, the knots are red, bleached, whatever you want to call them. So I will wash it out using some neutralizing shampoo. And here I am just showing you the bundles. Like, oh my gosh, these are the softest bundles I ever felt. But continuing on, I will wash it out with some neutralizing shampoo, as I said, and just let it sit in the conditioner for a while. So here I'm just showing you what the hair looks like as I was washing it out. As you can see, I get no shedding, like absolutely no shedding. I take that back. I am so in love with this hair. Like I've never felt hair this soft. The closure was soft. The bundles were soft. I've dealt with lots and lots and lots of hair and hair companies, but never have I felt hair this soft. I was just so pleased. So this is the hair after it has been air dried. I sat in front of a fan for about an hour to dry it off. Don't mind me. So I use a comb, paddle brush, my needles. I usually thread a couple because I don't have time for that. And my stretch spandex dome cap. Anyone you can find is good. I usually hate these because they're always too big for my head, but it was the only one I had, so I just used this one. I usually like the one with the elastic band around the bottom the best, but like I said, this is all I had. So yeah, here we go.
Makes that shit.
So remember when I said that this hair was really good and really soft? Yeah, it was really soft and really good to the point where it was just like slipping out of my hands. So this was actually the second time that I did the closure. The first time it literally slid like down, and I didn't even notice until I was all the way on the other side. So I took it all the way out and redid it, but I still make mistakes. It's okay. Learn from my mistakes. Do as I say, not as I do. So I go in and I don't know if I can really explain this, but I go in and I make a loop and I grab it under, I guess you could say, to make, I don't know, y'all know I'm bad at explaining things. Just watch me. If this helps, make sure your needle is behind your thread once you're pulling it, because then it'll make a loop. And that's what I was trying to explain. Like I said, I am not good at explaining. I'm more of a visual learner. I hope you are too, because it'll make it easier for you. But make sure your needle is behind your thread to make the loop. It's not a knot, it's a loop.
Mix that shit.
So once I get to the end, I always loop it around the needle 3 times, and then I knot it once and I knot it twice, and then I cut it. You'll see it. If you couldn't see it here, you'll see it when I do it on the bundles, because it might be a little easier then. So here, when I do my wigs, I always split the thread so it's easier to make a loop, because sometimes the thread can be slippery, the track can be slippery, and it comes out. So I split my thread, then I loop it twice, and I go through the track as well. But hopefully in these clips you can actually see what I'm doing. Also, I always keep a pin at the end of the track so it's easier to keep it straight or curved or however it needs to be. And then that way it's out of your way, not hanging, so it keeps your tracks tight while you're moving along the line, because it's not dragging from the gravity of it just hanging low. So I hope here that you can see how I'm actually sewing it in. I'm looping the thread around the needle, or is it the needle around the thread? Anywho, I am looping the needle around the thread, so then it makes a loop. Once again, watch what I do, because I am bad at explaining. Also, I do not cut my tracks. When I am flipping my tracks, I make sure that I tack it down twice, so then that way it's not sticking out and it is flat. Also, when I end a thread, I make sure that when I start the new one, I start right back where I ended, just in case that thread is not tight and it pops. No one likes a thread that pops in the middle of their wig because you ended up combing it or brushing it and then it gets looser and looser. Make sure your threads are tight and locked in. That is also why I use the nylon thread, because it does not slip, it does not move, but sometimes you never know, you could miss tightening it when you're knotting it. So I always make sure that I start right where I ended.
Hey Lamar, mix that shit.
So this is just me showing you what it looked like after the 2 bundles. Up until this point, we were kind of going straight, but now we have to curve them so it curves up into the closure and it is flat when it is on the head. You will see what I'm talking about in a second. So here you just see me going straight, back and forth straight, and then once I pass that middle line of the cap is when I will start to curve the weft, the track, whatever you want to call it. So then that way it lays flat when it is up against the closure and it's not bulky and it doesn't look wiggy. So here you can see that the tracks are curved. So then I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to close that up. So then you're going to see me actually sewing it to the weft. So then that way it's close and there's no space in between the weft and the actual closure.
Hey Lamar, mix that shit.
So this is the wig all sewn up, all bleached up. The closure's already bleached, so all I have to do is flat iron it because I did air dry it, so it is kind of straight. But flat iron it, y'all. The shine on this hair, like, I only had to pass this hair one time with my flat iron and it got straight. Just look. So this is all the hair after this flat iron, and I am geeking over this hair. Like, do you see this hair? Like, y'all have got to get this hair for me. Like, legit, it is so bomb. And I'm not saying that just because it's my hair, but this is the bombest hair I've ever had. Like, ever.
Hey Lamar, mix that shit.
So plucking a closure isn't as much as plucking a frontal, of course, because you got a smaller space. But I did go ahead and pluck some of the front, the hairline, and the actual part, so it does stand out a little bit. Not too much, because as the wig gets older, it is going to shed on its own. So you don't want to pluck too much, because then it'll be bald. So I'm just giving her a few curls, because like I said, this was body wave. I don't know if I said that actually. This was body wave hair, but since I air dried it and brushed it out as it was drying, it did straighten out a little bit. So I'm adding some curls to give it that wave look. And the only thing I'm using is the Sebastian Shaper spray. Lord Jesus, I cannot talk today. And the Garnier Fructis anti-humidity spray. And when I was flat ironing it, I'm trying to slow down. Flat ironing it, I did put on the BioSilk. I don't know if it's an oil or silk therapy. Yeah, it's in a clear bottle, clear skinny bottle, but I always put that on my hair every time I am blow drying or flat ironing. I put it on my real hair or my bald hair. I put it on both. I use it on every hair that I use.
Hey Lamar, mix that shit.
So as you can see, this is the final product. So I had to, take my pictures, fluff her out a little bit, comb out the curls so I can get my wave that I wanted. I was so happy and impressed by this hair, if you can't already tell, because I probably said it about 50 times already. But yes, I will make another video when my website is up and my hair is officially launched. But I am so happy with this hair. Just so happy. So I'm just gonna cut a few layers in the front so it falls nicely on her face, and she is good to go. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.